Okay, welcome to my talk. Let it be very casual, okay? And the topic is the refuge and how to cut the attachment, right? Get it?
Yes.
This is a very difficult subject. The taking refuge is, first, to be a Buddhist, you should take refuge. Otherwise, you will not become Buddhist. Just entering into the temple, bowing in front of the Buddha does not make you Buddhist if you have not taken the refuge. So, refuge, we should know the purpose of taking refuge. It is not to convert anybody into the Buddhist, but the purpose is, if you want to liberate yourself from the difficulties, problems of this world, then you must take refuge in someone who can help you. Like in our common life, if you got some problems, you can go to the higher officials. They are more powerful than us, so they can help you. But to liberate ourselves, to gain a permanent peace and happiness, then they cannot do. Because they themselves have not reached that level. They have no power, no ability, or even we ourselves have no ability, no power to liberate ourselves. Just by wishing, just by sitting down, it will not liberate us. So now who to liberate? It is not our physical body to liberate. We have to liberate our mind. The why we need to liberate the mind? From Buddhist point of view, it is the mind that suffers. When we hit the body, we feel the pain here, but actually indirectly feel the pain here. But directly the pain feels that this mind feels the pain. So this mind is good, or this mind is also naughty. So we have to transform this mind, good one, beautiful one, not a naughty, not a harmful. Whatever we are doing in our day-to-day life, from the morning to the evening and to the night, we are actually engaging with things that directly or indirectly harms this mind. A business people can make $1 million profit today, one day. He's happy. But indirectly, it harmed him. Because that much his attachment, it's his pride, his desire increased. So now who's actually, this mind is very beautiful. The true nature of the mind is very beautiful, and this is very powerful. This mind can lead us up or can lead us down. So we have to train this mind by giving the proper information to this mind. This is not right. This is good, like that. Then try not to do the wrong things as much as possible. Try to do the right things as much as possible. Then slowly this mind can understand. Right now, this mind do not understand what is right and what is wrong. What we all believe is actually wrong. Being rich is, we believe being rich is good thing. Something is achievement in your life. But is it really good achievement? This is not really good achievement. We have now seen so many things happening among the rich people, conflict among themselves, dissatisfaction, separation between the husband and wife, at the end, suiciding. So all this is caused by being a rich, or the richness caused all this. So the Buddha said, to be a rich is not a thing that can solve your problems. To be a high position, also not good thing. Today you look at this. Even if we just look at this Donald Trump and this Joe Biden, competition, so much troubles. If I am them, they are millionaires. So sit back somewhere and enjoy. Have a good environment with the friends. And share what you have. Sharing is very important. Not only the love and compassion is important, sharing. That is, of course, very important. But even what you have, if you share, that much you can make more, more people friendly to you. We have to live in the environment of the friendliness. If we are not in the friendliness, then all problem comes. Jealousy comes from there. Conflict comes there. Competition comes there. So I was sometimes talking with my friends, Gary or my other friends. These very rich people, they still want to be rich and rich, but they never want to share it. Because they want reputation. What reputation? He is the richest in the world. Or he is a millionaire. He is a billionaire. That's it. Only on the newspaper. Only in the people's ear that can hear. But in reality, what he achieves. If you share this to 100 people, that 100 people will never forget you. That 100 people will love always. So that is better than $1 million. And even you want to be a Dharma practitioners, you must have good surroundings. So how to do the good surroundings? Buddha said, through four practices, you must make the surroundings close, positive, and loving. First one is generosity. So generosity is very important to make this life more, more acceptable by others. That's it, okay? And generosity can make you rich this life or next life. Rich. Today many people are rich. They think it is because of their effort they become rich. But yes, effort is one of the causes. But the real causes is due to their previous generosity. Otherwise, why there is differences between one successful man and one unsuccessful man? Doing the same thing, spending the same money, investing with the same capital, one is successful, other one is not successful. So it's because the unsuccessful person did not have the generosity, the practice of the generosity in his restoration? His restoration finished. Generosity type restoration is not there. And then this man, successful because he has done. But then if he enjoy with what you get in this life, that is your past karmas, result is finished here itself. No more in the next life. Okay, I'm going very far. So now basically we have to liberate this mind. We have to liberate what this mind means. Mind is the one who suffers. Mind is the one who enjoys the happiness. There's no other people. Where is I? We always have a clinging to I. I want to be happy. I want to be rich. I want to be a winner. I want to be a most popular. Where is this I then? You will not find. As our physical body is I? No, physical body did not I. Even if you cut off this one, still your eye is same. The size of the eye is same. The eye does not become small. Your ego does not become small. I, ego, same I think. It doesn't become small. Even if you cut everything, only this part must keep. If you cut all your bodies, you become your body very small. Still your eye size is the same. It doesn't become small. So we are actually mistaken. We cling to ourselves, thinking that this body is I. This body is not I. I is our mind. So now we have to look for the mind. Where is the mind? Mm-hmm. This mind, Buddhist only accepts. Buddhist only understands this mind. Because this mind is, even you are sleeping, even you are not sleeping, there is something there. That is the mind. It does not have any color. It does not have any size. It can be actually very, very small, but it's very powerful, like an atom bomb. One atom can blast huge, huh? So it's like that. This mind, we cannot touch it. We cannot find in color, we cannot find in size. If we were to find the size, we will not find the size, because this mind can go far away to America, far away to India, far away to Tibet, far away to anywhere. So we can't find the size. So this So therefore, this mind is very powerful. This mind can be here itself, or this mind can be thousands of miles away. Somebody who visited America recently and come back, he can still remember America, thousands of miles away. This is the mind that remembers. This is not our, what do you call? Okay. So this mind has to be released. This mind is right now caught up with our negativities. There are mainly 5 negativities. One is ego. Ego is self-clinging. I do exist, and then always I. Not others, not them. I must be best. I must have this. I must have that. And when you don't have this, conflict starts. We fight, you fight, and so this is the I. So that ego means self-cherishing. And then attachment, clinging to anything. When you cling to anything, you assume that thing exists in reality, inherently. So therefore, you can fight for that. You can fight to achieve that thing. That is what the politicians are doing now for the election. They are doing. They sacrifice everything, thinking that that is the only thing, their achievement. But actually it is not. They're actually suffering there. And then anger. When you have a competition, or when you have a jealousy, then you have a strong anger in a such that I must finish that person. Not a small anger. Small anger is okay, not a big, it's not harmful. But we have a strong anger when it comes to the situation. That's why people fight when it comes to the situation. So that sort of anger, we have, I want to kill it because he is this and that. I wish him to die. I wish him, and that anger then causes all these sort of negative thoughts. And the anger and then pride. Pride, you know, right? You have a, whatever good you have, you are proud of it. You have a good title, you are proud of it. You have a high position, you have proud of it. You have a beauty look, you have also pride of it. And you have a wealth, money, you are also proud of it. So this pride then looks down others. And by looking down others, actually causes a lot of problems. And then fifth one is called ignorance. This ignorance in Buddhist term is the same, marikpa, but there are 2. Marikpa are 2. One marikpa, ignorance, is the ego. That this marikpa that I'm saying as a 5th number is not knowing what is right, what is wrong. That kind of we have. These are all called mental derivations. These all are around this our main principle mind. So therefore, our principle mind, which came from and goes out. These mind, these five, jealousy, all these things, anger, these are not permanent. They come, go, come, go. But it is there all the time, occasionally. So these five negativities surrounded our mind, and mind does not get the opportunity to reflect its own ability. Otherwise, mind itself is very ability. Why mind itself is the wisdom. It has the ability to see anything, to do anything. But because of these five negativities, it's like a mirror, very clean mirror. You cover with a cloth. Mirror has the ability to reflect your face. But when you cover the cloth and look as long as you look, but it doesn't reflect your face. So it is same as like that. So this mind will become the Buddha. So we have to make this mind Buddha. Buddha means final wisdom. Omniscience, we call omniscience. In Buddhist, omniscience is not the person. Omniscience is the mind, the wisdom. That when this mind, subtle mind, is freed from all these negativities with their roots, roots of the five negativities. Or in other words, uproot from your mind these five negativities. Uproot five negativities from your mind. Then this mind is freed. So when it is free, it's so powerful. Can read your mind. Can manifest in many forms. Can show the miracles. And can do anything. So that's why we call Buddha is omniscient, means Buddha, like Shakyamuni, his mind is freed from all these negativities. So he is omniscient. His physical body is not the Buddha. Physical body is called the Buddha, but the real Buddha is his mind. So even though Buddha Shakyamuni, his physical body is not there, but he is somewhere, his mind is somewhere. It never enters. And it came from the beginningless time. You cannot trace back its origin. And so we have to free this mind. So in order to free this mind, what do we need to do? You must follow somebody who knows how to free it, who has freed his own mind. Right? So that is the Buddha. So we need to take refuge in Buddha. That is the purpose. Other than Buddha, nobody can free us, because nobody knows how to free this mind. And then, of course, we have to know the technique or practice that can free this mind. Then we need somebody's instruction. But that somebody has to be himself freed from our five negativities. When you are free from five negativities, you are free from all the sufferings. Okay? So we have to get the instructions from someone who himself or herself has freed is mind. So that is why Buddha's teaching is the Dharmakaya. Sorry. Buddha, Dharma. We take refuge in the Buddha first as a teacher, then we take refuge in the Dharma, Buddha's teachings, guardians. Buddha gave the guardians. We have no opportunity to see the real Buddha, but he has left his teachings there, guardians there. But these guardians are given by someone who has freed himself. So then he knows now how to free the mind. So that sort of guardians we have to follow, and we have to free our mind through that guardians. And Sangha means someone who has achieved the liberation from the samsara. Okay, now I have to go again deep explanation what the samsara means. Okay, and liberation has many levels. There is 11 levels of the liberation. Liberation or enlightenment is same. According to Buddhism, liberation or enlightenment is the same. So liberation is related to mind. Enlightenment is related to your mind. It's so that it is as a development. There is a 11 level of the development. So that developments are called enlightenment. So the first development is at least someone who achieved ability to liberate his mind, not to be born in this world again without his or her wish. Does it make sense? Okay? That's called bodhisattva. We call bodhisattvas. There are bodhisattva male, there are bodhisattva female. We all have, male or female, all had the opportunity or right to be an enlightened being or Buddha. There's no differences. But of course, the opportunity is different. Some has more opportunities, some has less opportunities. That is the difference. Otherwise, according to Buddhism, equal. Male, female are equal. And Shantideva said, if you can put the efforts with the Dharma, if the effort is put, even an insect can become an enlightened being, can achieve the Buddha liberation. So then why not human beings? Everybody can achieve. Everybody has the same opportunities. So Sangha means bodhisattvas who have achieved at least first level. So who has achieved first level Bhumi means who have actually realized the true nature of the phenomena. So true nature of the phenomena is now emptiness, non-existence. We have to realize the non-existence of everything. If you don't agree, if we say exist, yes, then it exists. It will cut you because it exists. And it will cause you pain because it exists. And so many things. As long as you exist, accept exist, this existence, then will trouble you. So we have to we have to realize the non-existence of everything, even oneself, non-existence of oneself. When you realize the non-existence of yourself, then there is no discrimination between you and others. We will not say always, I must have this, I must achieve this, I must be happy, I must, enjoy. These things will not happen. Because if you have these things, then all the problems comes out of that. So this, as I said, there are 11 levels of the enlightenment, or 11 levels of the wisdom, or 11 levels of the enlightenment. These are called bodhisattvas. 10. First to the 10th levels are all called bodhisattvas. The first bodhisattva, at least we need to achieve the first level of the bodhisattva to liberate ourselves from this universe. From this universe means universal problem. Doesn't mean that you get out of this universe. We can be in this universe. We can come in this universe. Or we can go to the Buddha realm or anywhere. But at least we must achieve the right, is it? We must have the right to come here or to go anywhere. If we do not have a right, then that is it. Whatever our karma sends us, we have to go there. You cannot refuse. So basically, we must achieve the control of ourselves, our rebirth, or situation. If one is enlightened being, then everything can be changed to anything. So we have this ability. This mind has this ability, but we don't put the effort. So that is okay. Sangha. And now Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So we have to take refuge, means Buddhist. If you want to be a Buddhist, you should take refuge in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So Buddha means, taking refuge in Buddha means all the Buddhas. But the main one is the Buddha Shakyamuni, historical Buddha. Because in this era, the Buddhism or the teaching owns to him because he taught it. In this era, he taught this teaching. No other Buddha came and taught. So he taught, right? So his teaching, Buddhism, belongs to him. So therefore, when we say take refuge in Buddha, is the Buddha Shakyamuni, no other Buddhas. But of course, we should include all the Buddhas, especially Buddha Shakyamuni. Take refuge in Buddha. Means I will always follow your guardians. I will always think that you are super being. I will always think that you are the one who can direct us to the right direction for the right achievement. And that is, taking refuge means this belief. First, of course, you have to receive the, lineage of the refuge from somebody who has received the refuge. Then after that, you are taking refuge means you believe in the Buddha. Always you believe in the Buddha as a teacher who could teach the right path to the liberation. That is the taking refuge. And then verbally saying, take refuge in Buddha. So these two things are taking refuge in Buddha. And taking refuge in Dharma means his teaching. I'm giving you the roughly. If I go detail, you will get confused. So we can go detail as time goes. But right now, in order to lead you to or understand you, And I say that Dharma means his teachings, his guardians. So your belief, your commitment, your belief in his teachings as a genuine guardians to the liberation. That belief is the taking refuge in Dharma. And taking refuge Sangha means then these bodhisattvas, enlightened beings below the 10th level Bhumi to the first level enlightenment. These are the Sanghas. So, taking these enlightened beings as your companion, we say companion. So it is why we said it is companion is that if you want to go to somewhere where you have never been before, you need someone who knows how to get there. It's like a navigator. Someone who has been, like if I want to go to America, I must ask somebody who has been to America or who knows how to get in America. Then accordingly I will plan. That somebody who has never traveled, you have to ask somebody who has traveled before, and then he will instruct you, and okay, go, this travel agent is there, then this travel agent will say that you go in there, and the distance is there, and then there, like that he give, and then you will reach the America, right? But nowadays it is much easier, but in the earlier times, there was no GPS or there's no map and there's nothing. You really need someone to give you the informations. So actually, here it means that times. Example is that times. So the Sanghas, they know Buddha's teachings, so they know how to go it. So they are your companion in one way. In another way is, they have not reached the final destination like Buddhahood or final enlightenment. So same as us. But of course they are much higher than us because they have at least achieved first Bhumi and they have more qualities than we do. So I tell you what is the quality of first level Bhumi. Is this first level Bhumi can manifest himself 100 times. Like if I manifest, I can manifest, if I am the first level Bhumi, I can manifest myself Khenpo Lekshay, 100 Khenpo Lekshay. You will be confused. So therefore, Buddhists say that everything is mind. So if you know how to control the mind, we can control everything. And then also, I can read your mind up to your past 100 lifetimes. Past lifetime, up 100 times. I can read where you were born, who your parents, how was the situation of your parents, and so on. And then again, before that 100 times, and your future 100 lifetimes in the future. How you will be the next time, how will you be the next life. That is happening. Isn't it very great if we achieve even the first level of it? Isn't it? So usually what they do is bodhisattvas, real bodhisattvas, their practice is compassion and loving kindness. Compassion for the sentient beings, love for the sentient beings. So once they achieved this level, they don't do much meditation. then they do more benefiting the sentient beings, because their compassion is so strong for the sentient beings. Because they have no worry to befall in the samsara, in the sufferings. So they are relaxed. I don't have to rush because I'm already freed from the sufferings. So now going up is only just to develop your qualities only. But you are totally free from the sufferings. But only now you need to develop your qualities. Like you reach first Bhumi, Bodhisattva, meditate continuously, he will achieve the second level Bhumi. Then the second level Bhumi is this quality multiplies 10 times higher than the first level Bhumis. Like early, the first level Bhumi sees the 100 times of your life, past the future life. When you achieve the second level Bhumi, you can read the 1,000 times of 1,000 previous lifetime, 1,000 future lifetimes, and so on. Everything multiplies 1,000, 1,000. Early on, 100, 100. And then you reach the second time, 1,000, 1,000. And when you reach the third level, again 10 times. So 10,000 is it? Again, 10,000. Like that, it increases. But that is to be a fully enlightened being, like Buddha. We say Buddha. When we know, if you have a strong bodhisattva vow, bodhisattva vow means conviction. First, we have to understand that all the sentient beings are linked each other as parents and children. Yes, in reality, we have been each other parents, children, because life changing. We are not here for the first time. We have been here many times in this world, but we do not realize. So therefore, Buddha said, it is not right just to do something for your own purpose, for yourself only, because all your mothers are there. They have given you so much love and compassion and benefits, and you forget them and enjoy yourself. That is not right. So therefore, the people who understand this and the people who made the commitment, yes, it is not right. My mother is in the suffering. I enjoy. That is not right. So I must do something for my mother. So first I must get enlightened. First I must get Buddha, become Buddha. And so with this commitment, you have to take refuge, you have to take bodhisattva vows. So, okay. So anyway, this is what Buddha means, what Dharma means, what Sangha means. So now, then Buddhist refuge, there are two vehicles, we call the vehicles, or the two schools. Theravada school or Theravada vehicle, Mahayana school, Mahayana vehicle. So according to these two vehicles, the practice and motivation and many things are different. The Theravada, their motivation is to gain the liberation for themselves. They have no concern about others, but just liberation for themselves. So Buddha gave the Hinayana or Theravada teaching to temporarily relieve them. But that is not the final thing. If you get completely free from the suffering, that this Theravadan liberation is not good. Like Theravadan means that Buddhism in Thailand, Buddhism in Sri Lanka, Buddhism in Burma, Buddhism in where? All these countries, the Buddhism is the Theravadan Buddhism. Mahayana Buddhism is Japan, China, Tibet, Korea, Mongolia, and where else? So in these countries, the Buddhisms are called the Mahayanas. Tibet also. But then Tibet is again different from these Mahayanas because Tibet practiced the Vajrayana on top of that. So Vajrayana is known as a secret yana. So it is not openly taught, not openly practiced. Today, changing. Today it is becoming more and more open. So when you make it more and more open, it will not benefit you. But what to do? Majority likes to make it exposed. Today's era is modern era. And they want to use anything to make money, to make reputation, to make more popular. So this is why degenerated time. Today is degenerated time. So the Vajrayana is actually called secret yana. It is only told to particular person who really can keep the commitments and so on. And his teacher, you should see the teacher as a real enlightened being. So that sort of things, you must have that quality. Then, if you have that, then through the Vajrayana practice, it is possible that you become the fully enlightened being in this very single lifetime. If you keep all the commitments properly, do the practice properly. But now it's difficult, I think. In this era, it's difficult. But anyway, this is Vajrayana. So it's a secret, actually. In the past, it used to teach only the teacher to disciple, only no big group. It's between teacher and one student. And it carry on like that. But this is highest teaching of Lord Buddha. Because highest teaching, which means all the Buddha's teaching are very high. You cannot say that this Buddha's teaching is not high, this Buddha's teaching is not precious. All are precious. Even one word of Buddha's teaching is precious and high. But here what it means is that through the Vajrayana practice, you can achieve the enlightenment this very single lifetime. So therefore, in earlier times, you could see many enlightened beings in this world, especially in India and Tibet, many. But now, it is not. Because time has changed, people's attitude has changed, only quality. Okay, never mind. Okay, so now, โอเค so now 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 So anyway, whether you are any type of Buddhist teaching you want to, in any type of Buddhist follower you may be, very important is faith. Once you agreed to practice the Buddhism, to follow the Buddha, then you must have the faith there. Before that, you don't have to have faith. It is up to you. But once you agreed, you made a bond. Bond? Made a bond? So it's like you made a bond. You must not go beyond the bond. You should always give the faith in the Dharma, Buddha, in the Dharma, in the Sangha. And then, in the beginning, we take refuge in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, right? But not all the time. Once you become a Buddha, you don't have to take now refuge. You don't have to say take refuge in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Because for what you are going to take? Because you have already achieved the enlightenment. Right? So now, what you becomes? You becomes one of the Buddha that the people take refuge in. So this is very important for us to understand. People always think that, oh, we have to take refuge always in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. We are always there. No, we can be. That is the purpose that we put effort to practice the Dhamma. We must make ourselves like a Buddha so that we can be the object of the refuge for all other sentient beings who are taking refuge. So it is very opportune. According to Buddhists, even you are listening to me tonight is a great opportunity. You have great merit you have created in the past. Otherwise, you will not have this opportunity to listen to Dharma. So you are different from many other beings or human beings. It is without your past good karma, we will not feel like going here, feel like listening to Dharma. Even if you do not become a Buddhist, you have taken a refuge, but you at least have the feeling like going to listen to Buddha Dharma. It's because of your past karma. And of course, our karmic connection. So then, another thing is today, what I need to tell is the attachment. Is that?
Renunciation.
Renunciation. Buddhist practice, renunciation is very, 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 very important. Without renunciation, you cannot achieve anything. Because then you have accept everything. Buddhism says, give away, throw away. Cut attachment from everything. Because until we cut everything, we cannot liberate ourselves. We always get stuck, We always get stuck with the family problem. We always get stuck with the so many other things. We always get stuck with our wealth. We always get stuck with our even our pride. We always get stuck with our ego. We always get stuck with our high position, or so on. If you have a attachment to these things, then you got stuck there. So if you want to be free, we should be free from all these attachments. That is the renunciation. Cut off attachment to anything is the renunciation. So we must try to relinquish relinquish our attachment. It doesn't mean that you should throw everything away. You don't have to throw anything. Buddha said, if you do not have the attachment, you can keep 100 palaces. You can keep full of the gold your house. It's okay if you have no attachment because you are not harmful. If you have attachment there, you are harmful. You may create so many negativities which affects others. So the attachment, if you don't have the attachment, you can have anything. You can enjoy with anything if you don't have the attachment. We need to cut the attachment. So how to cut the attachment? Then you must understand in reality, nothing exists. High position is also mental imputation. Mental imputation. Wealth is also mental imputation. Look is also mental, handsome, beauty, or also mental imputation. And this is very easy to understand that look is mental imputation because a beautiful woman may not be beautiful to everybody. A handsome man may not be handsome to every girls. So it is just imputations. Sometimes when it comes in the news, when it comes in the movies, people like it, whether it is handsome or not handsome. Michael Jackson. People like very much. But if you talk about the look, is he handsome? I don't know. I'm not a girl here, so I don't know. So it's like that. You make your mind make up all these things. In reality, there is no ugly, there is no handsome or beautiful. If your mind is happy, that is beautiful, that is handsome. If your mind is not happy, that is not beautiful, that is not handsome. That is why there is a conflict between husband and wife. In the beginning, likes each other, don't want to separate, even a minute. At the end, terrible. So where did that beauty and handsome looking go in the beginning that you saw? So it is mental imputation. When your mind is not disturbed, I think it's better at that. But when you are angry, then that beauty is no longer there. The handsome look is no longer there. So then handsome beauty does not actually exist in reality. So therefore, and also in Buddhism, in order to have a renunciation, we must understand first the difficulty of obtaining this precious human life. We become a human life, it is not coincident. It is because of so much effort that we have put in the past life. So in that case, we should say that we have been a nice human being in the past. But whether you want to continue to be a nice human being or not, it depends on the present situation. Present, you are thinking. So if you want to be again, in case we do not become the enlightened being this lifetime, we should try to be a nice in the next lifetime, right? And so we should try to be nice. We should try to reduce as much as possible. We cannot completely reduce, that's understandable. As much as the negative actions, negative mind, and try to increase as much as the positive mind, positive actions. Always wish that all the human beings be satisfied. Always human beings be friendly to each other. Always wish that all the sentient beings be free from the suffering. Always wish that all the sentient beings be satisfied with what they have, be fulfilled with what they wish. So create these sort of minds always instead of creating the negativities. Even if somebody who creates you the trouble, you should wish all the good things for him or he. It may not change his life, but it will change your life, your next life, your this present life. So therefore, we always wish happiness for all the sentient beings. Even your enemies, you must wish. One reason, because that enemy have been your mother in the past many lifetimes and given you so much love, so much care, etc. So therefore, it is not right to hate that person in this life. And another thing is, the more you wish positively, wish positively, it may not change that. That we or everybody can see. It doesn't change much that person, but it changes you. It increases your merit, and merit changes our life. So, Shanti Deva said, all the happiness came through wishing happiness for others. And then Shanti Deva again said, all the sufferings came through wishing sufferings for other sentient beings. So we should never wish anybody to be miserable, to be bad, to be difficult. It destroys you. You are this merit box, marriage box. That will become more empties. It empties your merit box here. And if you wish good for them, this merit box fills up, and you can have better enjoyment for you. So everything that Dharma practice you are doing, even though we focus on others, the more gain is for yourself, not for others. For that you should understand that compassion, loving kindness is very important. So what is the compassion now here? Today the compassion is very popular in the newspaper, in the TVs, and in the talks. But their compassion is not what Buddhists say. Their compassion, I always say, the sympathy. Real compassion is wishing every sentient being free from the suffering, and every sentient being be with the happiness and the cause of the happiness. If I wish you, every sentient being, particularly those who are in miserable situation, and again particularly those who creates the trouble you, or your enemies, you wish that be free may that person, my enemy who troubles me, be with the happiness and cause of the happinesses. And then your merit box goes up. And with that merit, your success goes up. And so this wishing is compassion. This particular mind, wishing means who wishes, the particular mental action is the compassion. So meditation on compassion means just sit down, relax, and keep thinking this again. That is the meditation on compassion. But I don't know today in modern world how they interpret the meditation on compassion. It is very popular, but I don't know how they explain it. But Buddhist way is this. Just sit down, focus. When we train the meditation on compassion, first, if you cannot focus on all the sentient beings, then you just focus on your lovely mother. But in here, West, a little bit problem. Huh? There is a problem. Otherwise, actually, it is not right. You must love mother. I miss my mother even now. I always feel that, I couldn't do anything for my mother. We are refugee from Tibet. Very poor situation. And couldn't help anything. When I grew up, they left me. So I could not repay their love and kindness. So I always have this lingering, this what you call sadness in my mind. And if it is really difficult, like in the West, there is always trouble with the mother. Then you focus on somebody whom you love the most. Could be your lover, or could be anybody, father, or anybody who you love the most. You focus there. Whether that person is alive or dead doesn't matter. Just focus is in front of you. Even if you have a photo of that, you just put the photo. And then look at this. Try to remember whatever good things he or she did to you. And then feel that kindness. And then think that what is the situation of that mother or that father or that whoever the situation is miserable, right? No matter how high that person is, no matter how rich that person is, no matter how famous that person is, still in the suffering. As long as we are in this universe, suffering is there, not free. People think that celebrity and wealth is our achievement, but if it is the real achievement, how can there be the suiciders, celebrity suiciders, millionaire, billionaire suiciders, and unhappiness in the minds of the billionaires, in the minds of the celebrities? It shouldn't be there, right? If that is the achievement. The achievement should make us satisfied, should make us happy, should lead us to the happiness. It is just our assumption. So don't have a desire for being rich or celebrity or being. Just keep the life simple with enough things. Of course, as a Buddhist practitioner, we should have our comfortable life. We should have no short of our survivor. Should have enough food, should have enough money to spend, should have a comfortable place to live. That much we must. Otherwise, we cannot even do the practice of Dharma. In order to have the Dharma practice, we must have all these things. Enough is it? Limited wealth, limited place, and of course, many friends as possible. The more friends you have, the more you can practice Dharma better, because there will be the less irritation, less disturbance. So, to practice Dharma, you must keep our mind first peaceful. So if we do not have the disturbance from our surroundings, that much we can keep our mind peace. That much we can be more recipients can be not recipients, bearing others' suffering, bearing others even the criticism. So therefore, and then important thing is, so therefore we must focus on how to make use of this our human life, which is difficult, but we achieved it. We obtained this human life, which has all the opportunity or all the circumstances to practice the Dharma. To practice the Dharma which can liberate us, which can release us from the sufferings. So this human life is very important. So once we achieve this human life, we must not waste it. Waste it means not practicing Dharma, not practicing compassion, loving kindness, not taking refuge in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. And we should not. Are we getting short of time?
Well, if you're going to give, if anyone wants refuge.
Okay. And therefore we should always think that this our human life is very precious, in the sense that it is very difficult to be a human being. There are many causes. So because of not having enough time today, I will not be able to explain all the causes. So anyway, I just tell you that human life is not easy to be as a human being. It's not an easy thing. So we achieved it right now. So we must not now waste it. We must make use of this human life for better future, for good future. So which way we should do? Then we should do the Dharma practice. Dharma practice. Compassion is Dharma practice. Loving kindness is Dharma practice. And there are many other things. And then another thing is, we have so much, we can't have, people do not have the renunciation. It is because, one reason it is because we don't realize the impermanence of our life. We think that we will live long. And therefore, we don't care. We must enjoy. I must have tomorrow, go to disco, go to here, go to there, buy this, buy that. But who knows what tomorrow will be? Whether one can be tomorrow, or it is actually usually said in the teachings that we don't know that who will come first, that tomorrow will come first or one's death will come first. And therefore we should not waste time. We should not be thinking, saying that, oh, okay, right now I should do this and that. Then when I find time in the future, then I maybe go to practice Dhamma. Then same as next year comes first or our death comes first. You cannot say. So right away, the moment, I am not going to try and to say, convert you into Buddhist, but it's totally in your choice. But if you really think this is very important and necessary, then you should make up your mind right away. You should not wait. If you wait, then maybe it can be too late sometimes. So therefore, impermanence is very important. To remember always the impermanence. We should not think that we will never die. We will never die soon. Okay, this much, okay. So one should right away make up the mind to practice the Dharma. And again, the taking refuge in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha does not mean that you cannot interact with other religions. It does not mean that you cannot enter into the other temples or church or anything. Well, I go anywhere. I go to the churches. I used to join the services, Christian church services. And they give the bread and wine. And I go other Hindu temples, everywhere you go, because this is all right. We have to be harmony. We should respect every religion, every teacher. But then you have your own religion. If you're Christian, be a genuine Christian. Buddhist, be a genuine Buddhist. Hindu, whatever is your choice, but whatever practice whatever religion you want to follow, you should follow right away, not wasting the time. And thank you very much. So I stop here.